So he already got a pending case from a previous shooting, and now his bond is revoked. He got to sit in jail to trial. So my question is, being that Gucci has been through this same shit, would it be wrong for him to drop these artists if things go wrong or things are looking in the wrong direction?
In a business standpoint, no. You don't want to invest money in something that's not an investment. Morally, I was just like, damn, nigga, this was you. Like, I be kind of looking at you like, it's fucked up. It's like, this is a lifestyle y'all promote, the rap shit. This is what you be about, the real. You sign these artists, and then once they get into real shit, you drop them.
Yeah, like you promote the behavior.
Yeah, you promote the bullshit
until they actually do the behavior.
Which is still business, but promote it, don't actually do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I would look at it kind of like, damn, Gucci.
I look at it a little different, man. We don't know if Gucci's still like behind them, helping them fight the case as much as they can.
No, we're not saying that. We're asking if he were to drop them, would it be wrong? That's what I'm asking.
Probably, I mean, I feel like it might be somewhere in their contract, or like, hey, bro, you get jammed up in the feds, now they gonna look into my shit. It's possible. Hey, we gotta let you go. That don't mean he ain't gonna be big homie and still take care of you while you got down. I don't think it's fucked up if you drop them.
Okay.
Especially if they facing five plus. Gotta go.
You can't hold a nigga down?
No, I don't think you should.
This ain't your big label, nigga. This is a label.
I'm gonna put it like this: you don't have the leverage that Gucci had when he was going to jail. Like he would go to jail and it'd be hotter. He had one serious case like that where he was facing that many time. He did that time, but he came out. He built his way back up. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't have he had a long lasting relationship with Atlantic Records. You know what I'm saying? I don't think these artists, these are artists, that's the thing about the industry, like you're literally signing artists off the street from the town, you don't know them, you don't know what they got going on, you literally know nothing about them. So it's kind of like, you gotta be careful with what you talk about. One thing I do want to say though, real quick though, I do think is people need to watch what they say, the power of the tongue. We just talked about Lil Durk and Pooh Shiesty, and literally like the lyrics that they say are happening in their life. I just want to put it out there. Like, the nigga said I left my right pocket in the club. I got my own file. I don't need security in the club. Look what happens. You got Durk literally talking about like fucking with the gang. You think you that fucking got your brother shot. Like, I want to say like drill music. Drill music is weird to me because I think that
it's too real.
It's funny. It's just weird that like niggas is talking to the ops crazy. Like the ops ain't killing they niggas too.
I think they gonna be like numb to it.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a back and forth, but it's like, do y'all realize like nobody's winning? Like
you losing people. I think they numb to it.
Yes,
it gotta be like numb's like it hurts, but it's like I gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, I mean shit. You look at if you look at 42 Dugg, he just did an album called Freedom Boys, and it's like just like a calendar of all his niggas that's in jail. You look at G Herbo had an album called PTSD, where it was like an American flag made out of all the people he knows in Chicago that died.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know how to live that life.
Yeah,
If the niggas you came up with, started with, and 90% of them are dead or in jail, how do you even trust anybody?
I was listening to Durk album today, and he said on one of the songs, he said, they asked me where I'm going to be in 10 years, and I said, the feds. I was like, this is crazy. This is a terrible way of thinking, but I mean, I get it. Another question is this fake or is it good business? Tory Lanez is on $1 Million Worth of Gang podcast, and he was just discussing how basically since the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation happened, that people have separated themselves from him that he thought was like cool with him. But he was saying basically kind of like he gets why, and Gilly was saying no, that's fake as fuck. And he was saying, like, he gets it, like, people got to protect their brand or whatever. So, which side do y'all agree with? Do y'all think that's good business, or do you think that's a fake?
You getting the examples, the specifics, or in general?
Man, do whatever you got to do. Give us both.
I mean, I don't know who separated themselves. That was...
No, he didn't give no examples.
That's what
I didn't say, do I need to give examples? No, he didn't give no examples.
To me, it would depend on how close he was. If he was just a business friend, like industry friend,
Yeah.
No, that's think about that. That's business, nigga. You not. I can't.
So
jump
let's
on
say,
track with you right now.
so let me ask you something. Let's say that Pooh Shiesty, this brought him all the craziest coverage, right? Big 30 is his home, right? He signed a money bag, yo. Let's say Big 30 stop fucking with him because he like, man, I can't be, you know what I'm saying, seen around you right now. Is that fake?
That sounds kind of fake.
So basically,
necessarily.
so if you're a friend before, like if you're a real friend.
You're a real friend. Somebody you consider a friend, not just industry friend shit. Like, that's my friend that we both just happen to be in the industry. Then that's fake.
But how do we know? My bad.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
But like, what if some of these friends, like how you, the scenario you gave, publicly, I might have to distance myself, but I may still call and check up on you.
So what if you? So basically, if he tell you, hey, in public, I'm just letting you know, you probably won't see me fucking with you like that in public, but like you still my dog, we can come kick it, play pool at the crib. Like,
but the way that Tory Lanez
I
said,
denounced Tory Lanez and everything he stand for.
No, you just be silent. Let's just say you silent. Let's just say you be silent.
But the way Tory Lanez, the way he say he accepted and he understands it, that show he a real friend. Cause if he know we ain't gonna fuck with your business, we don't know who we still kicking with off the record.
We know he kicking with Chris Brown. We know he kicking with Chris Brown. That's about it.
I mean,
I
don't see why they would.
It's fake. If that was your friend.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell y'all why he understand too, because I remember now that I just thought about this. Like he did it. He did that.
With who?
With 6ix9ine.
Oh,
So basically, you haven't seen him really kicking it with 6ix9ine, saying anything about 6ix9ine. Remember, they used to be real good friends. I remember Academic said like he was supposed to be on 6ix9ine's album that had came out, the last one, but I think like for politic reasons it didn't happen, and we ain't really seen him.
Is that a little different though? If it's more like.
Not really. It's kind of like it's bad for the brand.
Yeah.
It's bad for the brand. So I think that's probably why he kind of understand that.
Yeah.
He's probably done that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that they've been maybe talking on the low. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I'm sure 6ix9ine got a lot of industry friends still, but niggas just can't be seen with you. So I can understand it. So we got the Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul fight that happened. I fell asleep for the shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I fell asleep, but
I watched I think it was 8 rounds. It was like 6 rounds, and my screen cut off.
I watched the whole 8.
But I watched it. What are your thoughts?
Man, that was a great money grab for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a money grab? Or was it just a money grab for Logan?
Yes.
I think he took that seriously. Like he was like, I want to fight Floyd Mayweather. Like I think they love boxing. They like it.
I mean, I think he went out there and gave it a good show. I think there was a lot of rules in place during this fight. Like, oh, I'm only gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think this shit. It was a good entertainment.
I don't understand the criticism that people say Floyd's supposed to knock him out. I don't.
No, that man is 50 pounds heavier. He's like 7 inches taller.
I don't understand boxing.
And it kind of was looking like he did go night for a second. He kind of held him up a little bit.
But and it's also like if a nigga don't allow him to stand and trade, majority of that fight he was grabbing him.
Yeah.
Every time Floyd got a combination off, he was grabbing him.
Yeah.
Fuck Floyd supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's a big ass nigga.
Big ass nigga.
I do think though it is kind of like a little embarrassing to maybe boxing, because it's kind of like niggas don't even give a fuck about real boxing no more. It's like this is what it's kind of come down to, and I think people have, like real boxers have a right to look at Floyd a little sideways. Like I get he trying to get his money. I get he trying to get his money, but I do think that I'm just saying. I think no. I'm saying if I'm a boxer and I see them, they looking like. I ain't saying it's like the hugest deal, but if they looking at it like, man, this is embarrassing. Like I don't understand why this nigga's doing this, or like this nigga is literally like he's making us look bad. Like I can kind of understand the point.
I get it when they look at it like, damn, I'm mad. This entertainment is more bigger than any pay-per-view that I do.
Yeah.
But Why? The check, nigga.
Yeah. No.
This nigga made 30
So
million guaranteed.
when
That's
when I say I get it, I don't agree with it, but I get it. Cause me, if I can just go out there for 30 million and really don't even gotta train, and I can just fight it, and I know this nigga's not gonna knock me out. I know I can goddamn just skate these 8 rounds and do what I gotta do. I would do it too.
Yeah. You know what? Is he fighting Jake Paul next? Y'all think?
He said like probably Jake Paul is next. He said that in an interview. Now I think he want to fuck Jake Paul up.
Yeah.
Just cause
I think that'll be.
and I think that he'll take it serious because like allegedly he didn't train for this fight. So I think that he'll take it serious because he wants to make a statement on Jake Paul. Because Jake Paul to me, literally, I think he a hater. And I think he was slick a little jealous that his brother was fighting him because he was trying to make a spectacle. He was trying to create a beef with Floyd Mayweather. And it's like, bro, this ain't your fight.
He's a hater.
Wait till after the fight. Wait till after all that shit with your brother go down. And then you can...
He got that little brother.
Right, but yeah. He seemed like he was a hater though. Like he went to Floyd Mayweather's party, and got escorted out. He
selfish.
I got your hat. You know, like he's tying his, messing with his shoes, and
he can box better. So,
he definitely can fight better.
He definitely box
Logan Paul still ain't want to fight.
That's a big ass white boy.
Yeah.
Logan Paul still ain't want no fucking fight.
And we ain't gonna forget about Ocho getting knocked out from a nigga from Roanoke.
See, I
he didn't get knocked out.
I
He got
didn't
knocked
watch
down.
that.
He got knocked down.
I heard he was winning before.
I think I don't really think it was.
I'm just saying it was a nigga from Roanoke. I gotta say something, man. Shout out to the
Roanoke, but like,
I really didn't think it was a big deal because
it was just like, a good hit.
It was a good hit, and Chad he's not a boxer, so for the one time in the fight where he let his guard down, he was off balance. They say you never stand up straight backing up. He got hit and he fell.
leg went up.
Because he was winning the fight. He really was winning the fight. I watched the fight with Mike. My homie with Big Mike. So, yeah, I mean, I think that it kind of was like a draw, really. Like, after that, that's the only thing that saved it from Ojo winning. So, shout out to him, man. You know, a little bit, he looked good out there for a nigga who only had 6 weeks of training. Niggas getting on playing time, Kendrick Perkins. Quay. And I seen they pieced this up on First Take today.
Yeah, we just watching that.
So, Kendrick Perkins, he put out a shot. What y'all think about that? He said, I see Quavo still dropping them trash ass bars again. Okay, yeah.
I thought just they out here joking each other. Like, I think
it was jokes. I think it was joking. I'm just saying, like.
I think Perkins that shit personal.
Yeah. I think when your kids, if you got kids and your kids, I feel them.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong there.
You know, it took them 2 years to say some shit. I ain't
mad
mad
at people say like, oh, I got thick skin, I can take it, but then you got like salty moves.
He probably just found out that nigga said that about him. Yeah. He's like, I'm from Beaumont, Texas.
I met a few niggas from Beaumont. All them niggas act the same.
Shout out to UGK. They from where they from? They from Port Arthur. That's like right there by Beaumont, Texas. So shout out to Beaumont. Shout out to Port Arthur.
Big pimpin' around
Yeah, that shit is funny. That was hilarious, Kendrick Perkins. I like those the way First Take got them niggas on there today. And they was talking to y'all and Phil was like, I mean, he wasn't getting no play.
He said himself he wasn't getting no play.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. What do y'all think about this Migos Lil Baby situation? We've covered it before. We know that there's some underlying thing going on. Like I noticed, like at the Hawks game, the last round against the Knicks, like Quavo and Lil Baby was there, but on opposite sides. Which you mean you can't help where you sit. But you know, usually you will see a little interaction. They'll probably get it on camera. Like it didn't look like there was no interaction.
There's no music together.
There's no music together.
There's no interaction. The only time I was surprised is the little basketball shit.
Yeah, but you know, you get paid. They look quiet. They didn't talk to each other. There was like slapping on the butts.
It was a little bit.
Yeah. It was
There's something going on there.
There's something going on. You think so?
And then he put the little.
You put a little bit of straightening after they performed. After they performed
for the mocking them
Mayweather fight.
Hey man, I just feel like that's one. Them two label mates, the top two, they gonna compete. Whatever's going on in the streets with them.
So do you think it's some street shit, or do you think it's just like, I'm mad that this nigga's number one, we used to be number one, we built this label?
Well, I think it's, I know. But, this is how I feel. If I'm Q or P from QC,
I say that shit all the
I
time.
don't know why. Okay.
Cause you think QC. So
QC, yeah. If I'm P, I ask this question: is it good or bad for business?
It's good. It's competitive.
Is it good or bad for business?
I think that these niggas learn from P, and they know that silence is what it is. Like they don't really say nothing. Like that's probably the most that we've ever seen Lil Baby direct any energy towards anybody. You know what I'm
The
saying?
problem is now when Migos start doing their media run, they gonna ask that question.
Cause you know they probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit like a Breakfast Club
Oh,
or
you know,
some
Charlamagne's
shit.
gonna be talking. Hey, so you and Lil Baby into the music together? It's easy. Like I remember when Lil Baby was on Joe Budden Pull Up, and then Joe Budden asked him, "Hey, you and me go on music?" Lil Baby gave a political answer. Oh no, we don't be in the studio together. We be busy. It's a little bit harder to do that when it's all three of them.
Yeah.
Somebody take off a little second look at Quay.
And you know them niggas gonna turn up tonight. They ain't dropped an album in 3-4 years or whatever. They turn up tonight. They hit the private out of New York. They wake up. We've had 2 hours of sleep.
Fuck off. We just worried about. You know, it's gonna be something.
Remember when they was on Breakfast Club one time? They talking about Southern, fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah. Niggas like Fred. They be quick. What's up, Joe? Fuck him.
3 different personalities is a little different.
So I'm just saying that silence that P be saying is gonna be harder to do now.
Yeah.
So good or bad.
I mean, shit, they had situations. They must have minted that up because they was about trying to lead QC. So
if I'm him, I'm trying to mend that if I can.
Some shit you just gotta just keep the peace. It ain't gotta be mended. Just keep the peace.
Yeah, like you stay over there, I'll stay over here.
I think the media can create a beef or add saison.
They can try, but
saison.
Saison to a
Hey,
beef.
hold on to that because I got a little question, kind of like that a little later on.
So you ever get into somebody they got the best of you, y'all let it go.
Yeah.
And then the niggas is making fun, they keep bringing it up, and then you just play in the back of your mind, and then you got pride. And then they say something slick,
so look,
now you right back
and
at the
it's
time.
just like if you look at social media, like, okay, so, you know, obviously Lil Baby is the people's champ on social media of the rap game, and then people didn't believe in the Migos anymore, a lot of people. Now, I seen once they dropped Straightening, and then they dropped Avalanche, I seen Migos trending, so I'm just looking through the trending tweets, and I see people saying, like, putting up gifs or whatever it's called, and they saying, like, me going back to the Migos, like, they fucking with them now. So now they becoming the people's champ, so that also can create a rivalry, especially when y'all niggas is on their same label. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like this nigga saying, like, nigga, y'all niggas is mad because I'm better than y'all now. I'm hotter than y'all ever were. And now these niggas is saying, hold on, nigga, we about to show you that, nigga, we been hotter than you. So it's a lot of underlying tension and we can't tell. I think that's also an issue when you don't really know what's going on. The fans don't say that, so. So give me y'all first week sales. Tonight we got Polo G dropping. He's coming off a #1 song in the country. We got the Migos dropping. They dropping Avalanche Straight, and it's looking like. And then they got the nice features. They got Cardi B coming. They got Drake. They got them heavy hitters coming. Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD. They got the heavy hitters coming. And then we got Kodak. He's trying to catch his footing. He's mad at his last EP, which was an EP, so I didn't really understand why he was so angry. It only sold 22,000. He didn't put no word out. He just dropped it. So now he's dropping Happy Birthday Kodak. And shout out to the other people dropping. I seen Pierre Bourne dropping some shit, but we know that that's a different tier below. So those 3, give us your number. Who's #1, #2, #3, and give us the album prediction sales.
Kodak #3.
What you think he's selling? Give us a range.
45 to 60.
Damn, you think 45 to 60?
Yeah.
Is that a flop for him?
No, I don't think it's a flop.
Not the week he chose to come out in.
And I didn't see too much promotion from his album so recently.
He's been talking about it since the last EP.
Okay.
But he chose the wrong week to come out.
Now, if you had asked me
It's
this
his birthday.
question 2 weeks ago, I would have been like Polo G's third. I didn't know. This little nigga hot.
I did not know Paula G was. That's one that went under the radar. I seen a lot of people. I even seen like academics say, I didn't know he was hot like that.
I was in Austin randomly. They was bumping Polo G.
For real?
Yes. And it was just, oh shit. not everybody, but
But just hearing Polo, like you down here, you're not walking down the street and hear Polo G.
I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
thought that was Juice WRLD.
Besides the one little song, first off, I didn't go to Polo G. Then outside of that, man, I ain't even know who Polo G. I didn't even know his name.
He got that.
I just knew the song.
He got that fan base. I'm gonna know, but go with your head or go with your heart. I'm gonna say Migos too. They gonna do about 75.
75?
Yeah, they was about
Shit,
75. 75 to 90.
Hell no.
75 to 90, man.
Hell no.
And Polo G go get to like 120.
Oh man, that's fucking crazy.
I'm on shooting them.
I say academics say 90 for Amigos too. So I mean,
About 75 to 90. 75 on the low end, 90 plus on the high end.
who you got? What you think?
I mean, like I said last week, the longevity, Migos gonna have the best. But we only talking about the first week. Kodak gonna do 25 to 35.
On an album?
Just because of the week he chose to come out. That's the only reason.
See, I think that's all perspective though. Because
you told me just to give it.
I don't know. I'm just counter arguing what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? We discussing.
I'm hoping he getting like.
I'm just saying. I think it's two perspectives to look at it. So you're looking at it like he dropped the wrong weekend. These people gonna overshadow him.
Yeah.
I think if you look at it from another perspective, it's like when you look at all of them dropping, you want to hear all three now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, all right, I'll listen to Polo G. Like, think about it. When you go to work tomorrow, you're going to play the Migos, then you're going to play the Polo G album, then you're going to play Happy Birthday Kodak.
Personally, no.
You're not going to play no Kodak. You ain't going to play no Kodak.
Actually, I'm going Migos, Kodak.
I'm not asking in order, nigga. I know you're going to play Kodak. Put it like that.
Kodak's going to be a quick second.
Yeah, okay. Continue. What you got? Who you got second?
Migos at 125 to 150. Polo G at 130 to 140.
Alright, so basically you got the Migos number one because you're saying they top is 150 and you're saying his top is 140.
My bad, I said that wrong. 125. Yeah, 125, 150, and Polo G 150, 160.
I think I Polo G number one.
Yeah.
I don't think Polo
I think
G,
my number
I don't think,
kinda high.
listen.
It's kind of high, but I think
Polo G, I respect you, but I listen.
it's just because
If you sell anything, but you know they don't count all those streams no more like that. If Polo G gets 160 to 170, I will start this podcast next week with like 25 push-ups. Just be honest with you. A shot, something like a couple shots.
You ain't going for it.
No, fuck no. So I got 3 Kodak. I got Kodak selling anywhere from 65 to 80.
Okay.
I got him
You on the low end, I'm the medium, you on the high.
I got him selling 65 to 80. Respectfully, that's good for him. He's been in jail for a couple years. He's still trying to figure out musically what's going on. I get it. 65 to 80. Polo G, I love you. You're second. The reason I'm giving him second is, don't get me wrong. He got his number one song. People like Polo G. I just don't think that like. I think he'll get. Go ahead. Let me get a number first. I'll give him 100 to 115. And that's a good week. That's perfect. That's good for him. I think 100 to 115 is good for Polo G at a number one song. But the reason I'm giving the Migos a top is because 2 reasons. Well, 1 reason really, anticipation, right? So they haven't dropped for 3 years. They've been dating they've been dating and being in relationships. People don't know what's going on. I think you either want to see them win, or you want to go listen to it to say that the shit is weak. They failed. It's a flop. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We know the trolls. Like even the fucking Cardi B fans. Like they're up against some shit. And look at the features they got on there. So you want to go listen to the Drakes. You want to go listen to the Cardi B's.
Polo G's.
Polo G's on there. It's enough. Who else on there?
Polo G, Drake,
Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD and Pop Smoke. You want to see those.
Future, Justin Bieber.
Come on, bro. Look at them features.
Pop Smoke.
Look at them features.
NBA Young Boy.
Look at them features. Them features you wanna hear those. So I'm giving my boys 140 to 165. The last album sold 200. There's no way that they're going from 200 to 90. I'm sorry.
So you talking about features, bro? Polo G got Pop Smoke, Fabio Foreign, Nicki Minaj.
Fabio Foreign's nothing.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That interview.
Roddy Ricch, Young Thug, The
Okay.
Baby, Rod Wave, G Herbo,
He ain't gonna lie.
Lil Wayne, Lil Durk, and he ready.
Okay. What I said for him? What I said for him? 115?
Yeah.
You said 25.
I'm gonna give him. Okay, listen. I'm gonna give him 115 to
25
130.
push-ups.
I'm gonna give him 115 to 130.
25 push-ups.
I'm gonna give him 115 to 130. Shout out to Polo G.
The reason why
But I got the
Long,
Migos.
but like I said last week, longevity, the Migos album will sell more than all three of these.
he got 20 songs on his album coming out, right? And then he already has 4 songs out. All 4 of them got a star on it on Apple Music, meaning that it's
Those are the singles.
no, because you could have singles out and it don't got a star on it.
What does
Star
star mean? I thought the star means like I thought the star meant that was a single.
Nah, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Star means that it's popular.
I don't think that's what it means. I always thought the star meant that it's the single. Cause how can you say it's popular when
Like the most.
like when some? Cause we've seen J. Cole not drop nothing, and then we put it out, and it's like 4 stars on there.
Yeah, those are the most popular.
Well, then that really don't mean nothing, really, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Well, one, if those are already the most popular songs, you already heard them, then how you going? You're not really gonna rush it
The
out.
star is given to a track depending on how well it does. German star will be next to a song if it's the most popular or most played on the album. So meaning,
So if I already
the more
heard
stars
it,
you have, the more. What I'm saying is every single song he has out has a star on it. That
I mean,
tells
you
you
can
that
build
it's
it-
popular.
okay. So what is the Migos? Do they got stars on their shit?
2 of them. 2 of the 3.
So they got 2 songs. So they got
Straightening and
Needed.
yeah.
And Avalanche just dropped last
Avalanche
night.
just dropped.
So I mean,
It don't take long to
what does that matter?
It just tells you how popular this nigga is.
Listen.
Every one of his songs has
Listen,
a star on
I'm the only nigga in here that got the gang back. Fuck y'all. These niggas is outselling. These niggas is outselling. And y'all niggas is gonna come in here with the boo-boo face next week.
I hope they outsell them.
it. I'm going for the home.
Hey, you ready to back up one of your texts that you said? I just thought about it.
Let's go, man.
When I said Lil Durk was like the number 2 hottest nigga in the game, and you said Rod Wave, you see his songs, he's hotter than Durk.
I said Rod Wave was hotter than Durk.
Yeah. You said because you hear the singles, you see them.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like something I would say.
What do you think now? Do you agree with
No,
that?
Lil Durk is clearly. But I see him now.
I was telling you at the time though.
I see
Ron
him.
Wave is still dude.
I don't
For
think
you
you
to
was
say it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you was paying attention then.
But I still think. I was talking to my brother about
What's
this.
that hero?
Like, that shit ain't it.
It don't matter, bro. We know that.
It's
But
more-
no. But we know.
it's more popular
But
than
listen.
good.
We know when rappers do that type of shit that it's a money grab. Like, don't get me wrong. Drake, What a Time to Be Alive, like it had some joints on there, but we knew that like it was a rush. It was just a money grab.
Wow.
The same way that Gunna and Lil Baby, we knew that was a money grab.
This the
Same way
conversation
now,
we had.
this is a money
Exactly
grab.
what you just said. When Drake and Future get together, when Lil Baby and Gunna make an album, when fucking Offset and 21 Savage make an album, when Quavo like
None of them have ever reached to what we thought that they were.
exactly,
Cool.
but they
All
all
those albums.
have at least one hit. I feel like this Lil Baby and Durk don't got a hit.
I don't think it necessarily. I didn't feel. Did Gunna and Lil Baby have a hit?
Yeah,
What was
I
it?
drip too hard.
Was Drip Too Hard on here?
Yeah, leads to me. I just had this debate before I know. Yeah.
I don't really feel like it necessarily happened. And it just depends on how you drop too. Like they didn't really push it. They just kind of dropped it. They said like, yo, we got a hit. We got something coming out next week. And then they had to push it back another week because DMX dropped. That's it.
I just.
Hey, can we go back? We ain't never talked about it. Did any of y'all listen to that DMX album?
I did.
What'd you think?
I thought it was cool.
I don't do it.
I think I did. I slick cried on the last song where the letter to the son.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was reaching out for his son because then like he died before the album came out, so his son like it kind of probably like
I'm sure that fucked
son
him
up.
up.
Like I literally like kind of was at work, like shed a couple tears. That shit was sad as fuck. But I thought it was a decent album. It was cool.
I know he was going
I feel
for
like
something
DMX
different.
I feel
I
like.
just didn't like the beats for DMX. I know that's what he wanted, the route he wanted.
I mean,
I just didn't like
you're
the
not
beats.
gonna expect DMX to go far from what he does.
DMX exists in that I just feel like a rapper, they have a shelf life. Almost
Yeah.
every rapper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And eventually, I'm just not gonna want to hear it
Yeah.
the same. I'm gonna have a bias to. You gonna have to do more than just be good. I'm gonna rather listen to your old shit.
No, not even that.
And
Like I
even
said,
that, he
I
sounded.
like-
I'm not even gonna lie. He sounded old on here. He sounded old. Like his
Like
even
trying to
breath
catch-
control.
Trying to catch the beat to some of them songs.
That's
like,
it. I think it was breath control. Like it was hard. Like you know what I'm saying. He's a recovering addict. He wasn't really in shape. Like
I like a lot of DMX newer shit, like before like the great album.
Yeah.
But it was just like
I don't really have no expectations for the DMX album.
I just didn't like the beats.
He's a late. DMX is just a
The
late.
shit-
Anything DMX put out at this point was just a bonus.
the shit that he put. The lyrics was good. It's just the beats that was picked for the album. I didn't necessarily care. My bad. I know.
Oh, Bill, that no. I appreciate it. We should have talked about that. We keeping it in New York, or are we keeping it in New York, MIA, and LA? Which Diddy says he's the king of all three cities. He said he's the king of NYC,
Mm-hmm.
he's the king of Los Angeles, and he's the king of Miami.
Shit.
Is Diddy the king of all those, two of those, one of those? What is it?
I say two for sure, and I ain't never.
I'll
heard
give
of-
him Miami.
I give him Miami. I've never heard nobody claim the king of LA. So if he want to claim it, fuck it.
I ain't giving him LA.
Who you gonna give it to?
Nigga, you got Dr. Dre, you got Snoop, you got Kendrick. Like, it's too many people that can claim that title. And, I mean, shit.
He's not talking about Compton.
He wanted to fight.
LA. He wanted to.
No. He wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Kendrick for saying, nigga, I'm the king of New York, the king of the coast. One day, and I juggle them both.
If it was any other president, like, he didn't really want to fight him, but no
Yeah.
one did.
He wanted to fight
He
that nigga.
really wanted to fight
Nigga,
him.
he scrapped with
That ain't J. Cole.
Drake.
He slapped Drake. He slapped J. Cole. That was all in the summer,
Hey,
nigga.
but he ain't gonna slap Kendrick though.
And he hit the coach with a kettlebell at UCLA over his son.
But I guarantee he ain't gonna slap Kendrick.
Hey, that nigga Diddy was drunk all summer that year, boy.
Clearly, he don't give a fuck.
Boy, that's when that Brown Ciroc came
Hey,
out.
shout out to Diddy. I'm still trying to get that move he was doing. Did y'all see that video? You know, last night he threw a party in New York. And he was like, I'm the king of New York, LA, and Miami. And I'm in New York. And I'm officially declaring that New York is back open, baby. And he did a party. And he was in the...
I didn't see
The nigga was in the party dancing and shit. I was
Diddy
like,
bop.
damn, I gotta learn that shit right there.
Shout out to Diddy, man. He a legend.
I'll give him Miami. I feel like Miami, like, unless, I mean... So, I want to say Cali is probably the biggest thing to... Who's the biggest rapper that ever come out of my Rick Ross?
It's Ross or Trick?
Ross.
Ross is bigger than Trick, but I think Trick has the nostalgia.
I think it's...
Or Luke, Uncle Luke.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Ross is the best. He's the
best.
But
He's the best.
But when you say Miami, like, it's like...
Luke is probably...
Are you talking about in Miami
In
or
Miami.
in the United States?
In Miami.
Because all that
That's
answer changes everything.
Luke or Trick Daddy?
You got to ask somebody from Miami. 'Cause I think that's a generational thing.
That's a generational thing,
But,
regardless.
like, I don't think Ross...
But Diddy, both of those is kind of like around the same, they all the same age.
Late 80s.
But you know who's gonna get more respect? Well,
I think Trick.
Now?
I think Trick now.
Now.
I think Trick. I think Trick...
I think Trick
Yeah,
because the
That's only
street,
because Uncle Luke isn't.
he's not a street rapper. Let's just be honest. Usually the street rappers get the right to say something like that. Trick Daddy was the street rapper. He had the label that put everybody on. He gave you Trina. He gave you certain artists. He put the hood on. So I think that Trick would be, if anybody would be complaining about that title too, it would be Trick. Now, I get Diddy's thing, because Diddy's been living in Miami forever.
Then it's the party city.
Southside is Lil Wayne the king of Miami? Like, hey, Miami is kind of like Atlanta, bro. It's just too many people from there that's not from there. But
maybe I think it's Cali right now.
If we
I
talk
think
about
that
the party, if we just talk about party life,
that's what I'm saying. Diddy
it
is
gotta be Diddy.
Diddy and Khaled probably they live the party life, like they the Ocean Drive niggas. You feel me? But but they can never like go to my. I'm not gonna say they can never, but
They ain't crossing that.
they
bridge.
can't. It would take. It's not a king shit. They can't just call them and be like, hey, go shoot this nigga for me. So it depends on what do you depend on the king.
They money long enough to do that.
No, they gotta make a call.
They gotta make a call. Trick can call somebody right now and be like, go press Diddy at the club.
Call somebody gunplay. Hey, make this shit happen.
Yeah, but I think the more interesting thing is why someone like True Daddy would be over Ross in Miami, even though Ross in America is way bigger.
Because Ross
in
is
Miami,
because Ross
he
is
represents
It's
more
because
than
Ross, yeah, I think it got
Because
something to do
Ross
with
is
Ross not living in Miami like that. He lives in Fayetteville. So, I think people respect Ross, but I just think that Trick Daddy, he never left. The nigga is out here still snorting coke, smoking weed. He's on the radio there, like he's the real life mayor.
So who's the mayor of Atlanta?
Don't see I want to be.
If you had to pick one.
Shit.
I would say, like, if we're going just overall of the years, it was T.I. But I think T.I.'s kind of like ruined his thing. I seen Diddy saying that P is there. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that just because he's the one that's actively living there. Like Gucci lives in Miami. He's been living there for a few years now. Like I don't think Gucci is too concerned with that anymore. I think Atlanta is one of those cities that it's like a free for all though. Like I don't think that it's that type of city where like I run Atlanta. Because Atlanta's just run by all Atlanta artists. Like 21 Savage, he got his section.
Doug
got his section. Lil Baby is, I mean, he probably, if anybody says I run Atlanta right now as an artist, it's probably Lil Baby. But then you got P who runs the whole QC and he got the whole thing. So I don't know, it's interesting. I think Atlanta's a little Atlanta might be kind of the same shit, man. Like, there's a lot of people here that just aren't from here.
Run Miami. Don't nobody run Atlanta.
I don't think Diddy ran Miami, bro. I think he just runs. He runs his house, his island. You know what I mean? We got a new versus update. Eve versus Trina. Eve and Trina.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Y'all don't like it?
I'm not feeling this one, man. I used to be an Eve fan when I growing up. Trina, just quick shouts out to Trina. I'm not feeling the matchup.
I honestly don't feel like either one of them got 20.
Eve got 20. If you count her B-sides, yeah, she got.
Does B-sides make it 20?
It's enough to keep it going.
Wait, how can you say Eve got 20 but Trina don't?
I mean, Trina,
I feel like Trina got more closer than 20 than.
I think Eve is a bigger artist than Trina.
I think she's a bigger artist. I think she has more mainstream success. But like, if you go,
Trina's just gonna have to take all of her features.
Yeah, like I think if you look at it,
I'm
not even
interested in looking at it.
Trina is like still a semi-active rapper. Like she's on the fucking mulatto joint. The girl from the south, like Eve, disappeared. She got her a billionaire nigga and disappeared.
Shit, I'm surprised he let her come out.
So I think that Trina got a little bit more songs. I don't think she has bigger hits. I don't necessarily think she's gonna win.
She just has more.
Yeah, I'm just talking about just in regards to who has closer to 20.
I feel like that's gonna be a snooze fest.
Yeah.
But we got a date for the one we all been waiting on.
When is it? When's the date?
26.
This month.
Yeah, Saturday 26.
Oh yeah. So I'm definitely finding some bathing apes, some long ass bowler shorts, fat slouch socks.
I'm not gonna find either one of those first two you said.
I got my lowercase a cap at the crib. It's going digital. You see, I ain't even using the old school slang. So yeah. Shout out to that.
Hey, so we talked about last week. Who you got? Soulja Bow Wow.
This is like Gucci versus Jeezy. Like I think it's like the same thing.
So you think that Soulja's gonna be more entertaining? He's coming there trying to disrespect him, Joe.
Hey, why you gotta play them love songs? He said,
But when he got Kiss Me Through the Phone.
But when it comes down to it, Bow Wow got the catalog. It's like, how I got the catalog.
Okay, I can see that.
And then he got the old Bow Wow too, like the little Bow Wow. Fresh, like come on, man.
I'm still going with Big Soulja, bro.
You going with Soulja?
I got Bow Wizzle.
How?
I had Bow Wow at first, but then I actually started looking down the catalog of Soulja Boy.
You're biased,
I think Soulja Boy has. I'm not biased because I never felt like I know that Soulja Boy has lived in Atlanta, but he's always never been from Atlanta to me. Like I feel like Atlanta never accepted Soulja Boy as like.
Who's more from Atlanta, Soulja Boy or Bow Wow? They both not from Atlanta.
Okay, Soulja Boy, I'll get that to you.
Over Bow?
Soulja Boy is living on Simpson Road, so I'm gonna give him that.
Bow.
It's been confirmed. Bow Wow is no, he's from Ohio, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. At least Soulja Boy came out the gate lying. And saying like nigga.
He was more consistent with his line.
Yeah, like this nigga came out. Remember when he was on Wilson Park and the Migos came on there and he said, "Yeah, y'all from where I'm from? I'm from the north side of Atlanta." He lives in the country club. He was living in the country club. But you ain't from Gwinnett. Stop it. You don't know. You can't name a high school. You can't do none of that. So nah, I ain't rocking with that. But I'm rocking with Soulja about one. I'm rocking with Soulja on a photo finish. You know what I'm saying?
I think we entertaining, but like the y'all shake that booty beat. Them shits is just not gonna hit. Bow Wow.
I think it's gonna hit. Yeah. So alright.
Create my bird walk. I mean the hood.
Yeah, y'all niggas gonna feel that more than everybody else.
I didn't even like Birdwalk. I thought that shit was trash.
I ain't never heard
But
that.
he's naming the worst songs.
He got the
Stop
new
playing
hit.
because if he played Pretty Boy Swag, he played that Turn My Swag On. Like he still got those hits. He got them banging. Stop it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it's gonna be a landslide. It's gonna be like a two to three song difference.
We'll see, man. You know, let's move on though. LeBron James. LeBron just changed his number to 6. It was all over the media, and you know you got the people probably like Skip Bayless. I didn't even see what Skip Bayless take. I already know what it is. He thinks that it's probably LeBron trying to make sure that his name is still in the headlines. You know, being that he's not in the playoffs. And you got other people that's gonna say he can't do anything without people criticizing them. Where do y'all stand on this? Do you think LeBron likes to put his name out there for a little narrative? You know, for a little headline?
I don't really feel like in this case, he might not have told nobody this shit but the front office. And shit got leaked. And that's what they gonna make.
Do you think that if LeBron tells that? Well, first of all, you have to tell the league.
I think it's like a request,
yes.
And then they gotta tell like.
I don't think LeBron went to the media and said this shit.
No, that's not what we're saying.
So
it come out for everybody.
They're saying that LeBron knows that if he tells anybody, it's gonna be news.
Cause like
so they're saying why say it now and not just next year when it comes. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming people are.
Well, to answer that, I'm pretty sure you have to put in that request early, like during the off season, because they make the jersey. That's why when AD was supposed to come, he wanted to change the number to 6 and give him 23, but they said no, because they already made all the jerseys. So yeah, wait. So timing wise.
So you think basically he just kind of like it's just something he's been wanting to do?
I think it's possible because he said he wanted to do it. So in the timing, I can't be like, why he wait for after playoffs? And you could. So.
Yeah,
I'll give him benefit of the doubt.
I think I give him more benefit of the doubt, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But even if he did, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think like it's that big of an issue.
You didn't make a post or nothing. The media just came out with this.
Yeah, well, I ain't. You're right, bro. I ain't running with that one.
He just got kicked out the first one. Enjoy your summer.
So I got a question. So we seen Dame Lillard, you know, they got bounced out the first round. And I'm watching First Take, Undisputed, First Things First. I'm watching all the shows, right? And I see that everybody in the media is saying, should Dame leave? Should Dame leave? Dame needs to go. Oh, blah, blah. So my question with that would be, who has the bigger influence in the NBA? Like, who dictates the moves? The players or the media? Who has more power when it comes to making moves? The media or the players?
The way you saying it is making it
supposed to be.
I'm gonna say it still comes down to. Can I add another person in? Because
I can tell you my answer.
Honestly, if you say the media, then the media puts more pressure on the organization to make the decision if it's not a free agent year.
Yeah, but that's why I say the media.
Brandon. I think the media affects the organizations more than the players. So, for instance,
No. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is.
So you said the media.
What I'm saying is, if so, right now, if Dame Lillard said, "I want to be out,"
and the media boosted it,
or is that him having the power, or is that the media?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the.
See, like Dame doesn't.
I don't think he's influenced by the media.
So let me say this. Let's say that Dame doesn't want to leave,
but
the media is pressing it. Like, it seems like they're pressing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching Kendrick Perkins saying, "Yo, Dame Lillard, you should leave."
I agree, but I think then it's still the players. But what happens is, let's say for instance he was a free agent or something, and then the organization was like, Dame's not worth the max. Like the media was saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I want to stay. And now the organization is not going to give it, because they're influenced more by the media than the players. I think the players, for the most part, they still make the decision. It's everything else gets influenced by the media.
I think this is media. Because even when, because I'll look at it like this. So even when the player does want to leave, right? Let's say that they're like, "Fuck this, I want to be out of this situation." Who do they have to go through?
Yeah, they put it.
When Anthony Davis, when he was ready to leave and he was wearing shirts.
They leaked it in the media.
Yeah.
But they leaked it in the media so the organization can hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who they trying to get through to. I'm just saying, I think that the media dictates it.
But let me answer that. So if Anthony Davis wants to leave,
the media made Anthony Davis play on that bum ass groin.
I don't know about that.
The media made him play. He should not have been out there.
But like Anthony Davis is leaving, you're saying the media made him leave or he made him leave?
I think the media.
So
I think it's two different aspects. I think the media was already saying he needs to get out of there, for one. So that sets the narrative. I think he also felt the same way, but once the media train hypes it up enough, he's like, all right, we can run with this. And let me holler at the media. Let me put out little Easter eggs. Like, let me put out little shit so they can do that. I think that the media just has more power, more say. Literally, it's like, I'll be wondering when I'm watching these shows like Undisputed and First Take, how they all have the same exact questions on the subjects. Like, it's kind of weird to me. And it made me wonder, like, do they all, like, have some...
It ain't, y'all watch the news, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You know how the news works. It ain't the...
And the news is powerful.
And it's the same thing when it comes to this. So,
that's why
I got to say, that, have you ever seen, like, a clip where something comes out big in the media in Atlanta saying the same shit that's in Chicago, the same shit they saying in LA? All that shit is media. They all talk. All this shit go together. So, to your point, yeah, it's all on the media.
I think the media, like, you gotta go through the media. I think organizations go through the media for the players. Like, I just feel like.
But my whole thing is it depends on when it happens. When the player has the leverage to be able to make their own decisions.
Well, of course you gotta have leverage. I ain't saying like just.
But that's different to me if the media is the medium of information. Like, hey, if I'm the player, you're the organization, Brandon's the media. Hey, Brandon, I want to be traded. You're gonna say, hey, they want to be traded. I'm influencing you, not the other way around. You're not telling me I need to be traded.
I'm watching Stephen A. Smith say he hate going to Portland, and that Dame Lillard needs to go to the Knicks, the Lakers, whatever it may be. Like, they're literally telling.
To dictate where he needs
they're trying to dictate. Hey, you need to leave, buddy. You don't need to be in Portland. Like, oh, they need. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. I just thought it was weird when I'm watching that the other day. I'm like, damn, they really on Dame's head. Like, but not everybody's like Dame. So you see people getting traded. When they wanted Porzingis out in New York, they was like, man, Porzingis should leave. Now they're saying Porzingis needs to leave Dallas.
Wow.
I mean, just because I don't think he fits well with what's his name?
Luka.
With Luka, I don't think he fits well. Just not. Last one. Let's wrap this up quickly. Jason Williams versus KD. You seen Jason Williams put out a personal story where he said that they were at a holiday party, and he said that earlier that day on his show that he said that Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant, I think it was a bad take, but he said if Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant had a baby, it would be Giannis Antetokounmpo, like just because of the DNA makeup of them. Later on that night, they had a holiday party. He ran into Kevin Durant and he said KD told him, "Don't you ever compare me to Giannis." And he put that out there to basically, I would say, to set a narrative that it's levels to this. Because they're playing each other right now in the playoffs, and he's saying the reason that KD's going off so hard is because he has personal.
Make it personal.
Yeah, he has a personal feeling towards Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that leaves the debate, like, did he cross the line as an ex-player, or is he media now, and that's what he can do? What do you think? Do you think that he crossed the line in the situation?
That he crossed the line. Me, I don't think he crossed the line.
That nigga crossed the line.
I feel like what he said, he could have said it in a different way where it wasn't that bad. But it's what he said after that. It's the conclusion he drew from what Kevin Durant told him allegedly. So it's like, Kevin Durant told him, saying, hey, don't compare me to him. That could just be like, yo, don't compare me to anybody. I'm my own player.
Yeah. But he made it sound like
it's an attack on Giannis. Nigga, don't fucking compare.
And it's like, nigga, we're playing in the playoffs right now.
So like you giving this man bulletin board material, and you're making it seem like
for your own entertainment.
For your own entertainment.
To break the story.
Adding again, saison to this shit to make it look like,
you're making this shit saison.
You're making it seem like that's what I told you. Like I'm finna fuck Giannis up. Whenever I play him, and that's where the conclusion that he drew from that.
The way he had this nigga leg shaking last game, shit.
The thing is, like, if you're gonna use a personal story, don't add the saison to it.
Yeah.
Because
first of all, if you in media, I think it's fucked up if you get an inside story and you share it.
No.
Without permission.
No, let me tell you the difference. If KD tells that to Chris Broussard, to me, that's not an issue. He tells that to Jason Williams, who's an ex-NBA player. He's gone through this. I'm sure that like he knows kind of like the code of conduct. Like when I watch the Vlad interview with Jalen Rose said he got in the media game because he basically wanted to create a relationship where he knows that like he can speak for the players but still represent media. And he knows how to teeter that line. Jason Williams came off as like a gospel ass bitch. And he already had a problem with LeBron James, like kind of the same thing. I forgot what the exact issue was, but I remember he had that type of issue.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's the media.
So yes, in actuality, KD will probably never speak to anybody in the media on that type of personal shit anymore because of that. And I think the reason I would say that Jason Williams would probably learn from the situation and learn he probably crossed the line is because, yeah, you got your story off and it created a headline.
He won't get another.
But now it's not going to happen again. Nobody else is going to speak like that in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because let's think about it. A holiday party. KD probably was drunk. You know what I mean? Probably fucking somebody wife in the bathroom. You know what them holiday parties get.
I ain't never been to a holiday.
You know them holidays. They was out there eating the cookies and shit. And they was eating cookies. You feel me? So, you know.
Eating cookies and cookies.
Eating cookies and cookies, man. Cookies and cream. So, KD might only remember. KD might only remember that shit. That nigga KD.
I ain't say that shit.
KD thought he said that shit on the burner. KD like, damn, I said that shit.
Nigga, I ain't say that shit.
Nigga, I was just playing.
So yeah, I mean, I just think that. Yeah, that's just my conclusion about it. Jay Will, nobody ever gonna trust you again. So that's just what it is. And now, let's talk about that. Here we go, yo. Say what, what's the scenario?
Hey.
Snoop is going through a divorce with his wife, Lena. Snoop is going through a divorce with his wife, Lena. She has feelings about the divorce and therefore is not allowing Snoop to be in the hospital room when she delivers the baby. So much to the point to where she told him to take her to court if he doesn't like it. Should men have more rights in this situation?
Fuck yeah, man. First off, I'm gonna start off. My bad, cause you ain't got no kids. Let me just say it like this. If I want to be in the living room and I know that's my kid, nigga, fuck it. First off, the first part you gotta fight me on that is I'll take a DNA test before the baby get here, just to prove that's my kid. That's my right to be able to be in the room when my child is being delivered. If I want to be there as a father, I should have as much right as the woman has. I think it's fucked up that the shit is not equal. But yes, he should definitely have right. As long as the guy is not there to goddamn be detrimental to the birth, then fuck it, why not?
So, while I do think that is extremely fucked up, you're probably bitter. Maybe you have a right to be bitter. Maybe you don't. I don't know why y'all are divorcing. I do think that you're walking a thin line when when there's a judge saying, "Hey, you can go in there. I know it's her body, and she's delivering the baby, but you can go in there and watch having this baby born." I think now you're walking a thin line.
But it's your kid.
It's your kid, but at the same time, there are people who have kids and the baby mama don't want them in the room. And maybe they feel more comfortable with their mom or with their aunt.
I'm talking
their
about
grandmother.
Pre-COVID. Before all
I'm
this
not,
shit.
nigga, I know I've had babies out before COVID.
So you can have basically at that point as many people as you want in the room.
3. We had 3. But if she said she didn't want me in the room, I would have to leave.
Is that fair?
I think it's kind of fair. I think it's kind of fair on her part, and I also think it at some point. I think it's not fair in this situation to where she's like, well, actually, no. I do think it's fair. Because what if, let's say that they're divorcing because of something he did, and just seeing him stresses her out, and she wants a safe delivery. And when you stress, your baby stresses. Your baby's life is on the line. So there could be, even though it is like come off like she's bitter.
So it's only on her then.
She's the one having the baby.
That being
It's
said,
our kid.
She's the one having the baby.
So I'm not paying child support.
Well, that being said, I'm taking it from here.
You're not gonna pay child support because she had the baby in the room without you. That's stupid.
I agree.
That's still your baby.
I
get that. I'm talking shit.
I agree. I'm not. I agree that a woman. This is from a Dave Chappelle joke, but there's some truth to it. A woman's body is her choice. She should have she should choose whether she wants to be in the room, to have the baby, to not have the baby. She should have all that right. Well, if she has all that right, I should choose whether that I need to be a part of that baby life. You can't force me.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
I don't agree with that in this particular situation. I can see if a nigga is saying like, I want an abortion, I don't want nothing to do with this baby. I get that. But if it's like,
I don't want to see this baby delivered.
But say if you say you it's clear that you want to be in this child's life because you're trying to go to court.
All right, so
do you think there should be like some negotiations like, okay, maybe I can't be in the room, but I can be outside, and the second that the baby comes,
yeah, I'm assuming
I can come in the room.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what she's saying is gonna happen. I don't think
you gotta think it's COVID rules still right now, so he can't come in. You get one person. You know that.
I didn't say nothing about anybody else being in the room. That's what you always do is add extra shit to the story, extra season to the story. All I'm saying is that she don't want him in the room, so she want to have that baby. So she could potentially say she want to have that baby by herself. Or even if she did want to have her fucking grandma on there, nigga, then you just gotta wait till the fucking baby come out the hospital. It is what it is. I know it's fucked up, but at the end of the day, if you're not the bro.
So you agree niggas don't have no rights?
Bro, I do agree with niggas not having rights. But I've seen women give birth. And what I will, nigga, I know you seen it too, nigga. I just recently, nigga, 12 days ago, whatever today is, 12 days ago, I've seen birth. And nigga, if I don't think that I should ever try to dictate what's going on with a woman's body or who should be around her, who she wants to support her, or what she feels is best for her. I do think that it's fucked up. I would be in my feelings. I would probably be mad at the bitch. I'll call all types of bitches and hoes. But at the end of the day, you just gotta eat that because at the end of the day, bro, you're gonna end up being around your child. It is what it is. Go file for joint custody. It is what it is, and take it from there. Like, you gotta eat that. It is what it is. If she feels like, let's say she says, Judge, he stresses me out. I feel like the well-being of my baby is gonna be in jeopardy if he's in the room. It is what it is.
Yeah, hear that? All the women in the world clapping for Justin.
Hey, you can say that. You can say all the women in the world is clapping for Justin, but that's just real. That's real rap. I don't agree with it. I think it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like now.
Like I said, she'll be all type of bitches and hoes to me.
But I feel
But
like
I just feel like, what if you laying on, like if you're in a surgery room or whatever, and you mad at your wife, fuck that bitch. Like maybe you know what I'm saying? You going through a divorce, she trying to take everything from you. You're like, I don't want this bitch in the room. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But by law, but look,
that's still
take your thing.
So
what you just said,
baby.
by law, say some shit happened and you on your last breath.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife still gets the chance to make that last decision.
Unless you said something. Unless you said how to say.
Something happened dramatically.
Yeah,
your wife's
different.
person.
But you're dying. She's not dying. She's alive, and she can make a conscious decision on who she wants in the room. You could do that before COVID. It's always been a thing.
But if there was
the only thing that's holding this situation back is that y'all are getting divorced. So you feel like she's mad at you. But there's been women who like, I don't want my husband in the room. I don't. I watched Lil Wayne say that he's only been in the room once watching his children be born.
You think that's a choice?
Back in the day, men couldn't be in the room to watch their kids be born.
That's because he's only been in the room with children once in his life.
Huh?
What's the difference?
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna put that out there. I ain't gonna say that.
I heard that he take care of
his kids love him. Lil Wayne kids love him from what I've heard. But all I'm just saying is like, I get it. I get the pain. I feel you on the pain. But when you just look at it, it's like, imagine you being the one pushing out a baby, going through 17 hours of labor, and somebody's trying to go to court to dictate that they need to be in the room. And you honestly, genuinely don't want them there. Like, I don't want you in the room. You know what I'm saying? So imagine now you go to court and it's
So now it's like basically it's a year where it's just, you put this kid in her, and then after that, for a whole
y'all get
almost
divorced,
a year,
bro.
there's nothing that you can say or do in that year.
Y'all decided to get a divorce. That's on y'all, bro. Y'all got a divorce. It didn't work out. Something happened, bro.
But if you,
you know you can get somebody pregnant.
I'm saying,
in the drop of a dime.
If you stay in that room, and there's nothing that you do that is detrimental to this delivery, I feel like that should not be an issue.
How do you know that? How do you know? But that's the thing. You're not listening. You're saying, I know there's going to be, you're saying nothing that I can do that's going to be detrimental.
No, I'm saying, if
her just seeing you, her being around your presence, you're getting a divorce, bro. Divorce is hard.
Close your eyes.
Our divorce is hard. Do divorces not put stress on you, on somebody?
Is this a co-parenting situation,
bro?
Or is this a divorce?
Have you ever had your heart broken? Have you ever had your heart broken? So have you ever been around somebody once you got your heart broken and you like, damn, I could barely be around her right now?
But if it's about the kid,
no. Answer my question.
I am answering it.
So when I'm not asking about the kid. I'm asking about your personal heart.
About the kid.
I'm not asking you about the kid. Are you gonna let me get to the point? Are you gonna let me get to my point? I'm asking you, have you ever been around somebody that's broken your heart and you could barely be around them?
Yeah.
It's
the same thing. You're putting two.
Alright, so I can't get to my point.
But your point.
I can't get to my point.
Go ahead, go to your point, and then you gotta let me speak out to your point.
All I'm saying is that if she feels that way, so imagine you got heartbroken and y'all were just in a relationship. Imagine going through a divorce and you're pregnant, and she feels like you being in the room. Now, if you really cared, I would say like this: if you're ex-husband, and you really cared about the delivery of your child, you would want what's best for her. If she feels like you being in the room is not best for her physical condition, for her or the baby, because the baby is coming out of her, I would say you're being selfish. I get every man wants to be in the room when their baby's being born. They want to be the first person. They want to hold the baby first, or they want to be there to make sure she's all right. I get it. But if she feels like you're not the best option for her being in the room, because it's real. If you stress, your baby stresses. All I'm saying is, bro, you gotta be mature about the situation if y'all married.
Cause she could. That's true. She could be like, I see you induce stress, or she could just be petty.
We know that. So, I said, in my mind, she'd be all types of bitches and hoes.
So like,
But you gotta eat it. Sometimes there's certain situations I feel like you gotta eat. Like if I gotta go to court to do all that, I feel like that's just causing more stress to her body. More stress. Like it is what it is, bro. I'd rather just have a safe delivery and be worried about the custody of my child and hope that she's not bitter with that. That's what I'm working on. The hospital, that's something that, you know what, I don't have to necessarily be there. But that was a good discussion. Alright. Jacob has a 19-year-old son that lives in the basement of his house. It's basically his own apartment. His son Jason has a roster of hoes. One day Jason is downstairs with one of his girls and he sends you a text asking you to cover for him because his main thing is walking to the front door. Do you help him out and lie for him as his father, or do you let her in?
Can I hear that first part one more time?
Jacob has a 19-year-old son that lives in the basement. They got a finished basement.
Alright.
His son's in college. He lives in the basement, and it's basically like an apartment. He got his own door back there or whatever in the backyard. His son Jason has a roster of hoes. One day, Jason is downstairs in the basement with one of his girls, and he sends you a text. You're the father. He sends you a text asking for you to cover him because his main is walking up to the front door. Do you help him out and lie and say basically like he's not here or whatever you can say to cover for him and for him not to get caught, or do you let her in?
Oh no, son. That's a 2-strike rule. I'm gonna help you twice. You better learn how to goddamn schedule your time. Cause after this, you got 2 of them. After that 3rd one, and I like her too, and I feel like that's the way you should be with. I feel like that's the way I feel like this is the one you should be with.
Hell, kept the same hoe.
Hey, bro. Never mind. Hey, Zay, I'm gonna help you out every time, bro. But nigga, get your shit together.
This nigga said, "L like her too."
I'm talking about like in the family, for the family.
I know what you've been saying.
Okay.
Still, like what?
What do you
She's a
think?
good girl.
What do you think?
I'm gonna lie for my son, man. But like, I ain't gonna lie.
We gonna have a talk.
No, I'm not. I'm just one of these days I might just remind him and let her in.
So that's what I was about to say. So that's what I was about to say.
It was like, motherfucker, I want to see what happens. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if I let her in, 2 things is gonna happen. He's gonna become a better player from this, or he gonna become a one-woman man. So you know what? Come in. I need some shits and giggles. I'm recording.
I'm like,
I'm watching this.
Y'all ain't shit.
Listen, when my son is 19, I'm gonna be a 49-year-old man, bro. A 49, 50-year-old man, bro. I ain't got time to be lying to no hoes, cause nigga, I was a better player than you. Some shit like that. Come on, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
That's something. Nigga, I ain't had a roster hoe. He down there right now.
Well, I mean, I don't know what Jason and Jacob got going on, but we know I used to pop my collar back in my day. You know what I mean? I had a basement before, and I knew that shit was a rotating door. But that's neither here or there. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
All I got to say, I was a single man. You know what I'm saying? All I got to say. All I got to say.
I was laughing my son, but
I'll probably listen.
one of them times that
maybe
shit keep happening. Oh, it'll blow up.
It just depends on the severity of the situation.
I'm gonna be laughing.
I'm gonna be like, hey son, I ain't gonna be here every time to save you.
That's entertaining.
I might just act like I ain't even see the text.
Oh shit, my bad, son.
Son, I was upstairs with your mama.
You got cut up,
I
nigga.
don't know what to tell
Hey,
you.
Zay, you safe over here.
Like I said,
don't go to your uncle.
You either gonna be a better player, you either gonna be a better player or a better one-woman man. You 19, you probably ain't finna marry her anyway, so I'm probably gonna laugh at you, to be honest with you.
I gotta get out there and fuck up your basement now.
Ain't no cap about it. No, you know, my son, he going on the dangerous, so, you know, we ain't having that going on. So, I am gonna be a megastar at 50. Let's talk that nigga.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna happen.
You get caught cheating in the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Your girl storms out. She comes back and says, I'll let this go. As long as she can get a hall pass, no questions, she can just do what she does. Are you going for it?
Is that my girl, not my wife, right?
You give us
Both.
both, yeah. Give us the breakdown of both, of different.
Oh, my girl? No. Like, if you feel like you need to do that, I cheated, I fucked up, you have the right to stay or leave. And
And if she wants to have a hall pass, it's a dub.
It's a dub.
And wifey?
We're gonna have to talk about this. Gonna put some stipulations on this hall pass. Cause it's cheaper to keep it when you married, bro.
So,
you know how much
you initially you're gonna consider it as long as it fits in your stipulation. That's what you're saying.
It's gotta fit more in hers because I did wrong, and I don't want everything taken from me. But for me to keep you, and I gotta just give you one hall pass. Hey Justin, bro, you can't get a bottle, bro. I'm on the way, bro. Like, let's just act like this might have never happened. And fuck it, whatever stipulations we come up with, we make it happen. And fuck it, to keep my marriage together, and I ain't gotta goddamn pay no alimony. Fuck it, let's do it.
So you made a business decision.
Yeah.
Justin?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm worried on my boy spot on God. 2 rights don't make it wrong. It just go on and on. Fuck that hog ass bitch.
2 rights don't make it wrong.
Fuck that hog ass bitch. You must got me fucked up. You willing to die for this pussy, nigga? Whoever you go with the hog ass, I'm putting the tracker on that phone. Is you on the die for this pussy? Because really that means you just listen. I watched The Chi, bruh. You already had plans in this situation. You know, you got the nigga pinned out. You've been planning on this. Me, it just happened.
I met you in the club. I goddamn went home, I was drunk, I fucked you, my bad. You been plotting on this nigga, now you got the opportunity. Now you gonna fuck the nigga you always wanted to fuck. No, that's not a fair trade.
Because she been scouting?
Yes.
Is a problem?
Yes.
Yeah, no scouting, bitch. What's wrong with you?
Go out and meet goddamn Tyrone or something
I
random.
can't believe you just asked me that, bitch. I'm hurt now.
I'm gonna leave you before you can even leave.
You think about my mental health when you ask me something like that?
So when you leave for this hall pass, how are you getting there? Are you gonna fly out the window? You taking the stairs? Are you taking the window?
Nah, to keep it a buck though, like, I don't think I can ever agree to that shit. It will have to be some shit I just don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told you, dumb bitch, you should have just went and did it. You should have just went and did it.
I'm trying to
Like, why the fuck would you ask
shit
me
lie,
that?
bitch.
I appreciate your respect, bitch, but you're stupid. But you're stupid.
Telling the lie is better than telling the truth.
You should have just went and did it. Like, what the fuck? So I'm supposed to just lay down.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just lay down for your ass so you can go fuck little Sammy up the street. Cause he even got down.
She been wanting
bringing you. Yeah, that means you just been wanting to fuck Sammy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, being respectful.
Don't get, you know what I'm saying? Then you got what's the name? You got one. Oh no, you had a fast and count. I got one more quick question though. For $1 million, and you have to pick one. You can't change it up because I know you like to change shit up.
Here we go.
For $1 million, gargle a bottle of piss till it's done, or kiss a porn star fresh off the set.
For a meal ticket. What you got going on, home?
For M.
So you got a
Can I go last? I'm gonna go last.
you got a bottle that's full of piss. You got till the bottle's
Actually,
done.
no. I'm gonna tell you why. I got my answer.
And
I
then
go
you got to
first.
kiss a porn star fresh
A
off
porn
the set.
star?
Fresh off the
A
set.
porn star, legit porn star.
Yes. Man.
Fresh off the set.
Okay.
So you know what happens after the porn.
Wait, we doing what?
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm kissing a porn star.
Wake up every single morning with that dick on your breath. He looking for love. He looking for help.
Nigga, like.
But let me tell
This
you
nigga
why.
always
Let me tell you why.
dick.
Come on.
Can I tell you
why?
why?
Let me play this.
Can I tell you why? Let me get to my.
Oh,
I get what you said. All that shit you about to say, I get that.
You
But
sure?
in order to be a porn star, you have to go through so many goddamn STDs.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not drinking nobody else's piss.
You gargling it first off.
I'm not gargling.
When did we
nobody
say it was
else's piss.
anybody else's piss? All we said was a bottle of piss.
Bottle of piss.
Oh, this is my own piss, then that changes everything.
I didn't say. Well,
I thought
Well, what is this David's piss? You
I'm not gargling it. I'd rather kiss the goddamn pinky.
so you ready to kiss it? Yeah, like so. So Pinky just did the money shot.
No.
As long as they shit still right
She
here.
swallowed
She
it.
swallowed it. Fucking goddamn drink some water.
Bro, time out.
I'm not gargling your piss, nigga.
Time out. You not letting me finish, my nigga. Fresh off the set. That means no time for cleanup. That means like the shit can still be dripping off her lip.
Alright, bro.
That's
How you
what-
add shit?
Bruh.
Now you being me.
I don't know what kind of porn star y'all be seeing. Like what? Like every bitch ain't clean.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Brandon.
There's only one answer.
But give me piss for a
Give me
meal.
a piss for $1 million.
Give me
I
piss
am
for
not
a meal.
kissing a bitch
For
fresh
a
off
meal
the set.
ticket.
If it's not my own piss, I'm not drinking.
Give me
nobody
a
else's
piss.
But you kissing somebody else's dick.
Nut. The dick, the nut. The nut.
For the money shot.
We ain't talking about nobody that's coming to me with nut on their lip.
Why not?
I said, now you add more to the
Bro,
piss.
what does a porn star fresh off the set mean? Let me show you a porn fresh off the set. What a bitch look like fresh off the set.
We're seeing it. We don't need to see it right now.
Man, you don't give me that bottle of piss and get the fuck out my way. I am not kissing a bitch fresh off the set. She done sucked the dick and she probably got cum in her mouth. No thanks.
She probably just took a drink of water, but she good.
Hell no.
Maybe
You a nasty ass
Nah.
nigga.
No, can't do it.
Stop it.
Oh, God.
What was that?
Oh, bro.
Oh, okay.
Facts or cap? Is weed sex better than drunk sex? Facts or cap?
Facts.
Speak on it.
I used to think drunk sex was better. But just, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic because obviously I have sex with one person in my life, but when you're,
Sheesh.
wow.
Wilder!
I'm playing. Alright, we talking about.
They gonna have to see me outside after this. I'm invited into my hands like Rory. Fuck this bitch ass nigga. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but anyway, that shit just threw me off. Smoking weed for me, it heightens your senses.
Yep.
So you feel everything. It's even like for me, like slower, but you feel more. It's just more into your senses. Like just you're more alert. Like when you're drunk, you might be fucking passing out. You might be blacking out, or even if you're a little tipsy. Like it's fun. It's fast. But to me, just the feeling like when you high, you just feeling everything in that good. Like you feeling everything. Like
I gotta agree 300% with this nigga. Like I said, it heightens your senses. It makes everything like, I don't know, it boosts the senses of it. Like I said, it's slower. Like you, sometimes you be doing that shit and you be thinking that shit feel 10 times better than it probably actually is.
your dick tingling, nigga. You like, oh my god.
So you kissing a porn star, you gonna be high? I don't want to get the senses straight. You try to lower the senses.
I'm sorry. If I'm kissing a porn star right after, please let me be drunk because I probably ain't gonna remember it.
Oh,
What you think?
I never had weed sex before.
Alright, so next
Well, we
question.
gonna give you an edible or something, man.
We gonna slip you some
Drug free is the way to be kids.
roofie.
Back to cap. You know how niggas shoot free throws and they miss? Should they look for that after they miss? I was want to know that. Y'all opinion.
Okay.
Or
So like, if Steph Curry misses a free throw, you get the dap. I feel like if you like 80% or higher, you get the dap. But if you like, or maybe you have to use 75%. But like, if you a nigga like Giannis, who's been fucking absolutely fucking terrible in the playoffs, nigga, I'm not giving you no dap. Nigga, get your shit together, bitch. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you're not dapping up a nigga who consistently
Fuck that
misses.
nigga. That's what
I agree with you, but it depends on that game. I'm giving you all your percentages from that game. First 2 free throws you missed. Then you get to the third free throw, and you miss that motherfucker too. Hey, bro, you ain't getting a dap till you make one.
Yeah, fuck that.
You
Yeah.
get 2 back-to-back misses,
I
and you
agree.
ain't getting no
I
dap.
don't get why they be dapping them up when they miss. Like, to me, period.
Yeah,
like,
you
Let them know that you with them. I'm supporting you, bro.
I'm gonna look at you like, nigga, it's free.
Well, that's all it is.
Facts or cap? Bachelor party etiquette. So, if John having a bachelor party, right, and they're having festivities or whatever, and he wants to go to this day party or something. It doesn't really matter where, as long as it's not like, against your religion or some dumb shit like that. His homeboy CJ, who's a part of the batch crew, was like, man, I really don't feel like doing that today, man. I'm just gonna stay in the hotel and catch up with y'all later. Facts of cap. Is he out of bounds for that?
Okay, so
What is CJ?
I have to give a facts or a cap answer.
Wait, say what?
What is CJ to this scenario? Is he the
a
best
friend.
man?
He's not
or
the
he
best
just-
man. He's a good friend.
Okay.
He's a good friend.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say cap. Now, do I think that there's circumstances where it is facts? Yes, but I don't know what the nigga got going on. Like morally, maybe if it's something that's against his morals, like say like y'all are going to a strip club and maybe he's like heavily into his religion or his faith, or maybe he's so committed to his relationship and he just knows his temptations and he don't want to have to fight
His
temptations.
girl said you can go anywhere you want but the strip club.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't fault him for that. I know, well, I look at you sideways, maybe yeah, but I mean, he knows only he knows what it may be. Now, if it's just because he feels like the shit is like a whack move, then no, I feel like he's fucked up. He's being selfish. Because not everybody, what I've learned is when you go on vacation, everybody don't want to do the same shit. But there's compromise behind it, and the trip isn't about you. So it just depends as to why. Like as far as like you just saying it's a whack move, then that's cap.
To me, if that's your homeboy and it's a whack move, as long as it don't go against your morals, if he
Yeah.
and shit like that, I'm like, it's not about you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 100% not about you. It's about making sure your homie about to get married have the fun time of his life.
Right.
So he be playing the wackest songs. He could be be going to Toys, Kids R Us.
Niggas just keep playing Track Star all night. I'd be mad as fuck.
you just make the best out of that situation.
But see, me, I think the exact opposite because if it's like I'm gonna say it's my bachelor party, and say a nigga don't want to do some shit, I would rather you tell me up front you really don't want to do it and stay home than come and be a party pooper and like shit on.
But what if it's just one event?
This is
Like
one
say
event.
y'all doing
If it's
6
just that-
things and he's just like, nah.
You just don't want to do this one event? Fine, stay there or you come to the rest of them. I personally wouldn't be mad. Like I would prefer you to stay home because if you're there, you're gonna bring the energy down. If
Well,
it's my
that's why he's
weekend,
staying at home. That's why he's staying at the hotel. Then
So
you
I'm
go
saying,
do
I
it
would
with
rather
your
you please stay. Please stay.
I see what you're saying. To me, it's like, man, I would want CJ to change your attitude and just make it fun. I don't know. God, one more. So, fact to cap. How do I say this? Facts to cap. Do you guys agree with saying transgender pronouns?
What are transgender pronouns?
So,
It's just the way you said it, bro. What is transgender pronoun? I think he, she, they, him, it, whatever they want to be called. Really?
I have limits to it because I've seen people saying like, I want to be called like queen or king.
so
Some shit. But
pronouns and titles. So, some non-binary gender-queer people use gender-neutral pronouns. Uses of singular, they, their, and them is the most common. So, instead of calling it he or she, you refer to them as they or them.
It.
I mean, that's
I think it's it.
well, I mean, that's fine. I don't care about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just don't take it overboard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
You can't get mad at me if I accidentally, like, say I grew up with you and you was her, but now you want to be called them. Like, hey, she came through. My
Yeah,
bad.
they came
Like, you
through.
can't really.
Yeah, I mean, don't
I gotta
get me
get
wrong.
up.
You gotta respect that obviously it's gonna take me some time to get there.
So,
'Cause I'm so used to
you
one.
got no, like, now I'm gonna say problem like a, oh, I can't do it, but like, just the fact that they're changing the language.
Nah, just give me a chance to catch up.
Like, they is meant to be a group of people. Now you're using it as,
I mean, bro, that's not that big of a deal.
Not big of a
I
deal.
don't. I'd rather not.
At that point, I'm
disrespect
just going to
you.
say whatever
My
name
thing
you want to
is,
be called.
as long as it's not something that I feel disrespects me, like if you feel like it's disrespectful for me to call you he, and you rather be called they, bro, okay, cool, bro. Like I'm at this point in my life as an adult where it's like I respect everybody around me. So if that's what you want to be called, cool. But if you want to be called like some crazy shit, Now we have a discussion. I'm gonna be like, bro, is there any alternatives I can have to call you something else? Because that's not gonna work.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like, so man, I feel like you got another one, bro. I see you scrolling.
No, I was just.
No, I'm agreeing. Like I said, it's like as long as it ain't no wild crazy shit. They
Like
them.
Z and Zer. That's one I just seen. That's like instead of calling like.
I'll call you that.
I'll be like,
Z.
Alright, Z.
I'll call you Z.
It's the Z shit.
But
It's the
you
Z
gotta,
shit.
but you gotta allow me time to make sure that if I slip up this time, know that I'm not doing it to be a direct impact.
Just know I'm working,
or
bro.
being disrespectful. I'm just working on it.
This is all new to me too, bro. I ain't never heard nobody asking me this type of shit. So you know what, bro? Just as long as
I mean, I done been in situations where people going through their transition, and I don't know if I supposed to dap a hug, and they hug me, and I'm like, oh, okay, but I still do that.
So,
that's it.
man, you got one more, bro.
Come on, get us one more.
You got another one. I know you got another one.
I got another one.
I'm in the zone, cuz. See zone?
What if you on a first date?
Mm-hmm.
Fact or cap? Is what's your relationship like with your father an appropriate question to ask on a first date?
I think we kind of asked that before, but let's go through it. Fuck it. Do I think that it's appropriate to ask? I just think it depends on the flow of the conversation. Me personally, I guess it would be. You said, is it inappropriate?
Is it appropriate?
Is it appropriate? So for me, I would say cap because I have to answer it. I would say cap. I probably wouldn't ask that on the first date. But overall perspective, if that's something that she brought up, like she brought up this shit in the conversation, like her relationships with her people and shit, then I wouldn't, first of all, she asked me that, I wouldn't feel like it's inappropriate, I would answer it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go there with people because I don't know what their relationships are. So I do feel like for me to start off is inappropriate, but if she Gucci with it, then fuck it, let it fly. You know what I'm saying?
B?
It really just depends on the flow of the conversation of the night. Like, we can't be sitting there eating steak and shrimp, and I just take a sip out of my drink. So, what's your relationship with your father? That's fucked up because I don't feel like that's not a normal question that you ask somebody. I'm getting to know you, not your relationship with your dad. Like,
this ain't no job.
I feel like if you bring up something that says like, yeah, you know, my mom raised me, I'm like, okay, so you know, is your dad in your life, or there's a way to ease it in.
Yeah, it's
but
a way to say everything.
You don't just go straight to that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's inappropriate. It just might not be wise. It might not be the smartest thing to ask, like somebody, because it'd be like, what?
I think it'd be inappropriate just because what if like it's trauma behind that. You don't know, like that could shift your whole day.
Yeah.
You don't know people's scars. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if somebody was like, yo, I was raped. My daddy raped my mama and that's how I got here. I don't know that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Yeah, you asked that and now the whole fucking date is off balance. Was that appropriate?
I didn't know that. If I had
You
known,
shouldn't ask.
but that.
You ask that once you get to
So
know
where'd
them
you
more.
go to school?
There's other questions to me that you could ask on the first date other than that one.
Yeah, to me, if it goes
That's
there,
where it
that
comes
sucks.
to the conversation. And you know, a lot of niggas ask that shit just to try to analyze and judge people, men and women. They do that just to analyze, like they try to deep psychoanalyze people. Like you're not a fucking therapist. Shut up.
I got one more.
I got one.
Go ahead, let's do two. Let's go. We rolling, baby.
That's more of a Western scenario.
Go ahead, bro. Let's bring it back. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Say what's the scenario? What's up?
Jonte and Samantha goes out on a date. Jonte sees Maisha, which he hasn't seen in over 5 years.
Uh-huh.
She runs up to him, gives him a hug. Their conversation lasts.
But Maisha is a girl, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Their conversation lasts about 12 minutes to where Samantha intervenes and said, you know, she's upset the rest of the night and doesn't pick up his phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
That's just old.
Oh, Jonte's a guy.
Yeah, Jonte's a guy.
I thought Jonte was a girl. I'm sorry.
Jonte's a guy.
You got a little bitch ass name. Anyway,
He gets mad. Samantha gets mad. Does she have the right to get mad if there was nothing disrespectful happening?
yes.
And
It
she
was
hasn't seen
disrespectful
that
that
friend in 6 years?
It's disrespectful that you did it.
You said 12 minutes ago.
Yeah, man. Like, nah. So that. So,
12 minutes,
so let me
6
give you an
years.
example. So let me give you
I'm
an
just
example.
asking.
So let me give. So let me give you an
time.
example. I've been in this situation, and then my mom told me off, and I agree with her now that I'm looking at it like as a 30-year-old, because this was like when I was in a relationship with somebody, and I was like 19 or 20. She was from a whole other county. I was from a whole other county. She was up here visiting me. We go to IHOP, me, my mom, and my girl at the time, and we go to IHOP for breakfast, right? We ended up running into one of my old basketball teammates. I'm talking to him. She's kind of in the back by my mom. I'm talking to him for like 5-6 minutes, like, bro, we just talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? He told me, yeah, I got a scholarship, blah, blah, blah. And I literally do not introduce her to him.
Mm-hmm.
So once I dap him up, he's leaving, I'm going in. She's like, wow, like, that's what it is. And I'm like, and my mom ends up going off on me because I'm telling her, like, it's not that big of a deal. My mom's up telling me, like, later on, and I'm just like, you know what? Now that I look at it as an adult, it is disrespectful. Like,
What did you
if this is somebody that's in your life that you love, like, eventually.
I guess the thing would be, how long do you go before?
But even if you do
12 minutes is a long
Let's
time.
say you do
It's
it,
one
you
thing
do
if
it.
it was like a minute or two and you just didn't think of it. But for 12 minutes, at no point in your mind did you think, hey, this is my girl right here.
But what if you did introduce her? That's what I'm
What do you
saying.
mean?
Let's just say, oh, this is.
And then
you went right back to the
12
conversation.
minutes.
Oh, well, I don't think it's that disrespectful. Now, it depends.
Okay.
Now, if you carry it up.
Girl.
No. Now, if you just leaving her waiting and clearly, like, you're just sitting here just piecing it up, that's wrong. Get the number from this person. What you talking about? You talking to a girl?
Yeah.
You talking to a girl?
An old friend.
I mean, if it's a platonic relationship, it was a real friendship, then you shouldn't have any shame getting a number and then explaining it to your girl when it happens.
I think you're the lose.
You probably are. Hey, listen, you probably are.
introduce, you talk.
Or, well, what you do is,
Get the number.
so what you do is, give him a hug. I need your voice now.
What?
You gonna hit her up where?
No.
She didn't hear me. She didn't hear me.
I didn't hear you. What you say?
She didn't hear me.
Never mind.
I mean, no, that's on her own insecurity. Now, if I introduced you, we talked. I clearly told you this is somebody that I know, I grew up with. This is my friend, and if the trust is where it's supposed to be, I should be able to be like, hey man, let's connect. Maybe we can go out sometime with my girl. That's how you know this. How you say it.
Yeah, I just think like outside of the trust issues, it's just more like the respect or the optics of it.
Yeah.
And the girl probably not gonna feel good about it.
No.
No girl wants to sit there. Think was the other way around. You out with your girl, walking and chilling, a nigga walk up. Oh my God, Tyrone.
And you just sitting there like this.
You
You sitting here acting like you on the phone and shit, faking.
Oh, this is what's your name? Brandon.
Little Brandon.
Bradford? It's Bradford. It's Bradford, my friend. Yeah. So I just feel like you in a lose situation. Speaking about friends, the last one. Facts or cap? Is a friend more valuable than a fan?
A fan?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Hey man, I mean what you mean.
Wait, am I like famous or something? Like, what are we talking
Hey,
about?
Justin, you have fans and you're not famous.
I have fans?
You have fans?
What is a fan?
Somebody, you could walk in, you may not even remember their name, but they're like, oh my gosh, Justin has to be in, da da da. You look at them like, I really don't remember this nigga. You have fans.
You said, are they more valuable than what?
I don't think that's a fan.
Than a
A
friend?
fan is somebody who, the same thing, but they are subscribed to you and they watch everything you do. They support you.
So a real fan, like on what I do, are
Yeah.
they more important than
A friend. Facts or cap? What's more important, a
know that,
friend
nigga.
or a fan?
I don't know that, nigga. My friends is more important.
A friend is more important than a fan.
Y'all niggas is more important to me than my fans. Don't get me wrong, my fans are very important. But like, I would never like. So damn, I hate to bring up Joe Budden, but I feel like just that whole Joe Budden situation. I felt like he thought everything was more content, and the content meant more to him than the friendship. And that's where he took a hit. Cause I don't even listen to the podcast no more, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I do think that Ice and Ish are good. But for me, I respected the fact that like he inspired us to do what we do.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that you can't fall out with your friends. But the way he did it, it was just hard for me to respect. And I'm not even like on some shit like I'm taking a stand and not listening to Joe Budden. But it just kind of just made me disinterested. So for me, it's just like, I think that as a, like, your friend and family come first. Like they said, Joe Budden is Joe Budden. He can always have fans. Like, even for me, like, I feel like I can always have fans. Like, once I get to where I feel like I'm getting, I feel like I can always have fans. Like, if wherever I transition, whatever I want to do, I'm not going to live my life for my fans. I'm living my life for me. So if I got real friends in real life situations, I'm not letting my friends go for my fans. That's just what it is.
Right.
I feel like your friends is always gonna take more value than your fans. But I feel like fans, like I said, the amount of fans that people don't think they consider as fans, niggas have fans, bro. Like I said, Justin has fans that he just don't understand that they are considered as fans.
We got fans of this podcast, yes.
Yes. You have fans that look up to you, and you probably mean more to them than you really think they do. And I don't know how I would never say this until I saw it happen to me myself, and I saw that I had like a fan before the podcast, before we did anything, and the shit was weird to me until somebody had to break it down. Like, yo, like you have people that look up to you, and they don't live the same lifestyle. They're your fan, and I don't know how they explain
it gets to a thin line. But I get it. I get what you're saying, bro.
I'm gonna separate the fan and the friend. Right. I say a fan that's we're famous and you have tangible fans, like you perform or you do whatever it is and the fans, people support. What's more important, I think the deeper and deeper you go into your craft, the fans are going to become more and more important than your friends. Not necessarily all the way, but the more and more you go into your craft, because that's who you're doing it for. Your fans, your passion, you're doing it for the people. Like not every
man. Are you a man of principles? You just gotta stay grounded.
So it's like
it's hard. I get it.
Depending on how you look at it, how deep you go into your passion, you can be like, I'm doing this for myself. You can be like, well, I'm doing it for the love, or maybe I'm doing it because I have a fan base that supports me, that literally pays my rent, pays my living, that comes to my shows, that shows more love. Like, they're fanatics. Like, anything I do, they're gonna support me because they're my fan.
I feel like
more so than my friends.
So I just feel like if you have fans and if they're really your fans, then it's just your job to respond to them and talk to them about whatever you got going on. So if say something happens and you still accept your friend, but they're mad at you doing that, it's your job to tell the fans as to why you did that. And either they're gonna respect it or check it. But I feel like if you're as good as
what's the other way around?
I feel like if you're what do you mean?
Like, you gave an example of how, like, your fan felt your friend is something different, and you told the fans, hey, that's my homie, I accepted it, I need y'all to accept it. What if it's the other way around? What if your friends wasn't fucking with your fans for whatever reason?
If my friends weren't fucking with my fans?
Yeah, I can't think of a...
Like they said something like, say we on a podcast and they like, man, your fans just fucking crazy, fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Fuck you.
Well, then we would have, either way, that doesn't mean I'm necessarily just gonna drop you as a friend. We gonna have a talk though. At least I'm gonna be like, nigga, don't say that shit on my fucking podcast.
Fans, nigga.
Yeah, like don't
don't
say that shit on my podcast, nigga. You fucking up my money, nigga.
Nah,
Do you want a job, nigga? You better be.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm willing to check my motherfucking friends.
But at this point in our life, I feel like our friends that's locked in, we really got them. That's it. Like, I don't really see nobody that needs this teeter in the line that may get cut off. So, like, at this point, I'm running a business here. And if my fans like it, fuck it.
Everybody gotta
with
stay. Everybody gotta.
Stay in your lane,
check.
nigga.
I'll check my fans and I'll check my friends. I don't give a fuck. That's really what it is.
Honestly, I just depends how big of a star you are. Cause like you can become a rock star, you can become like a Michael Jackson. Not everybody's not Michael Jackson, but you get to a certain point where you're like, sheesh, your fans become everything.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's rare like anybody come Michael Jackson. He's the biggest. He's the biggest star that ever lived. So yeah. Well. Hey man. That's the Capital Podcast episode. This was 47 or 48?
48.
48. Shout out to 48.
We out.
baby. Blah.